day to you. And today I'm going to talk to you about promoting equality and inclusion in STEAM education. I'm Achini Abeygunawardene. First, let's look at how inclusivity unlocks the full potential of every child and fuel future innovation in STEAM fields. Inclusivity in STEAM education extends beyond mere access. It's about creating diverse and welcoming environments where every child feels empowered to explore, innovate, and reach their full potential. Here's how it unlocks talent and fuels innovation. Now, let's look at how we can expand the talent pool. First, it breaks down barriers. Inclusivity removes obstacles like gender stereotypes, socioeconomic disparities, and disabilities, tapping into a vast pool of untapped talent that would otherwise be left behind. Diversifying perspectives is the next way how we can expand our talent pool. When we diverse voices are heard and valued, it leads to a richer tapestry of ideas and approaches to problem solving, fostering groundbreaking innovation. Inclusive environments also nurture creativity and confidence. Inclusive environments free children from anxieties and biases, allowing them to explore their creativity and take risks without fear of judgment. Celebrating individual strengths also is where when we see children themselves reflected in their learning environment and their unique strengths are appreciated, their confidence to pursue STEAM fields grows. Inclusivity also builds collaboration and empathy, teamwork across differences. Inclusivity fosters collaboration and communication across diverse backgrounds, leading to stronger teams and more effective solutions to complex challenges. Developing empathy and understanding is where working alongside peers from different experiences cultivates empathy, compassion, and understanding, leading to more socially responsible and impactful innovations. Inclusivity also cultivates compassion, which expands humanity. Now, I will give you some details about the UV medicine research on the power of empathy. It's beyond an IQ. The UV medicine research reveals that empathy ignites brain power and humanity. For over 2 decades, University of Wisconsin Madison had led pioneering research on Tibetan monks, revealing the transformative power of cultivating compassion and empathy. Studies by Richard Davidson, a renowned neuroscientist, document significant increases in brainwave amplitude in areas associated with positive emotions, attention, and self-awareness in monks practicing compassion meditation. So this shows that when we have inclusive education, it cultivates compassion, thereby giving rise to a higher IQ. So this research suggests that fostering empathy and compassion is not just a good notion. It's a scientifically validated path to enhance cognitive function, strengthening emotional resilience, boosting social connection, and promoting ethical decision making. Inclusivity also sparks innovation through diverse inspiration. First, we'll think of real-world connections. This is when children see diverse role models and learn about STEAM contributions from various cultures. It connects STEAM concepts to their lived experiences, sparking curiosity and a desire to contribute. Now, let's talk about unfamiliar perspectives. Through diverse learning, Diverse perspectives challenge assumptions and push the boundaries of conventional thinking, leading to an entirely new way of approaching problems and creating solutions. Inclusion also builds a more equitable future, addressing global challenges. This means that inclusivity prepares the next generation of scientists, engineers, and innovators to tackle global challenges that require collective intelligence and diverse perspectives. Creating a thriving STEAM ecosystem is when everyone has the opportunity to contribute their talents and ideas, and it leads to a more vibrant and thriving STEAM ecosystem for future generations. Something that we have to remember as teachers is that inclusivity is not about providing equal access. It's about actively dismantling barriers and creating environments where every child feels valued, empowered, and inspired to thrive in STEAM fields. By embracing inclusivity, we unlock the full potential of every child and fuel a future of groundbreaking innovation that benefits all. Now I'm going to talk about what happens beyond equality, harnessing the synergy of collective consciousness for global STEAM brilliance. I'm giving you some examples and research material. A research done by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, Dr. David Hawkins, and HeartMath Institute suggests that collective consciousness and a shared field of human potential can be amplified by inclusivity and shared positive emotions. By embracing inclusion and equality in STEAM education, we create environments where diverse minds and abilities come together, amplifying the collective consciousness for innovation and problem solving. This global synergy of talent and positive energy has the potential to unlock groundbreaking solutions for challenges facing humanity, from climate change to sustainable development. Furthermore, I'm giving you some research-backed power of inclusion, boosting global STEAM innovation. Highlighting the impact of inclusivity on individual and collective potential are some researches done by three different companies. First, a global study by UNESCO. It showed that it increased access to quality STEAM education for girls leads to a 1.15% annual increase in GDP per capita. A research by McKinsey and Company shows that companies with diverse leadership teams have a 21% higher chance of exceeding industry averages. Another research done by the HeartMath Institute findings show that positive emotions like cooperation and empathy, fostered by inclusive environments, increase cognitive function and problem solving ability. First, I must request you to look carefully at the slides, at, especially at the pictures, because I have included pictures to give you the idea in a very simple way. Now we are going to talk about the power of inclusion. Diversity is strength. Diverse perspectives, experiences, and abilities fuel creativity, innovation, and problem solving in STEAM. Closing the opportunity gap is another power of inclusion. By ensuring equal access and support for all students, we can bridge the gap in STEAM participation and success. Next is building a thriving future. An inclusive STEAM education system prepares students from all backgrounds to contribute their talents and solve the challenges of tomorrow. Now, let's talk about breaking barriers and how to build opportunities. What are the challenges faced by the underrepresented groups? First is gender stereotypes, which is discouraging girls from pursuing STEM careers. Two is a lack of accessible learning resources for students with disabilities. Three is the socio-economic disparities, limiting access to quality STEAM education. Now, let's look at the gender stereotypes discouraging girls from pursuing STEAM careers. First reason for this would be implicit bias. Social expectations and subconscious assumptions can discourage girls from considering STEM fields as suitable for them, especially civil engineering and mechanical engineering in Sri Lanka. The second is that the lack of female role models. The underrepresentation of women in STEM professions makes it harder for girls to visualize themselves on those roles. The third reason is stereotypical portrayals. Media and popular culture often depict STEM fields as dominated by men, further reinforcing gender stereotypes. The next reason is a confidence gap. Girls may be less likely to pursue STEM due to lower confidence in their math and science abilities compared to boys. Finally, hostile environments. Gender bias and discrimination in STEM workplaces can discourage girls from entering the field. Now let's discuss the second point, that is lack of accessible learning resources for students with disabilities. First is physical barriers. Inaccessible classrooms, lab, and equipment can prevent students with disabilities from fully participating in STEM or STEAM activities. Second reason is a lack of adapted learning materials. Textbooks, software, and other learning materials may not be available in accessible formats for students with visual, hearing, or cognitive impairments. Third is inadequate teacher training. Many teachers lack the training and resources to effectively support students with disabilities in STEM or STEAM classrooms. The fourth reason is the negative attitudes and stigma. Stereotypes and misconceptions about disabilities can lead to lower expectations and less support for students with disabilities in STEAM. The last reason is the limited access to assistive technology. Students may not have access to specialized technology they need to fully participate in STEM or STEAM learning. These reasons are very common in countries in South Asian region. Now let's discuss the socio-economic disparities limiting access to quality STEAM education, which is a third reason. Why does this happen? Mainly because of unequal funding. Schools in low-income communities often have fewer resources and less access to quality STEM equipment and programs. And also, limited extracurricular opportunities for low-income students may not have access to extracurricular activities like science fairs, coding clubs, or field trips that can spark interest in STEAM. Another reason for this is the digital divide. That means the lack of access to computers and internet at home can hinder students' abilities to participate in online learning resources and STEAM activities. Next would be parental involvement. Parents with limited education or knowledge of the STEM fields may be less able to support their children's interest in these subjects. And finally, competing priorities. Students from low-income families may face pressure to prioritize work or family responsibilities over their education, limiting their time and energy for STEM pursuits. What are the practical solutions we can give as teachers? Implementing mentorship programs, connecting students with diverse role models in STEAM. 2. using accessible technologies and learning materials to cater to students' needs. 3. Providing scholarships and financial aid to support STEAM education for underprivileged children. How do we celebrate diversity in STEAM? We must showcase the successful women and minorities in STEM fields as role models for young learners. Also, we teachers must share examples of inclusive classrooms and initiatives promoting STEAM collaboration across diverse backgrounds. And also, we must highlight how diverse perspectives have led to groundbreaking innovations in different STEAM fields. How can we as teachers take action for inclusivity? We have to advocate for policies and practices that promote equity and access in STEAM education. Also, we must encourage educators to embrace inclusive teaching strategies and celebrate diversity in classrooms. We must also empower students to become agents of change, advocating for inclusivity in their communities and also future careers. As teachers, let's take action for inclusivity. Let's harness the power of collective consciousness by championing inclusivity and equality in STEAM education across the globe. Also, by empowering diverse minds and fostering positive learning environments, we can unlock a future of groundbreaking innovation and shared prosperity for all. Let us teachers embrace the scientific evidence given by UV Medicine's research, which underscores the profound potential of cultivating empathy and compassion within us all, and integrate this evidence that nurture these qualities in our personal lives, communities, and beyond. And let us all ignite the spark of empathy within ourselves. We can build a more connected, compassionate, and thriving world. Thank you and have a nice day.